Boston, Massachusetts, the destination for the Hornets. One of the most exciting players in the game today, LaMelo Ball, getting ready to go as they get pumped up before the tip-off against the Celtics. Hornets, Celtics, up next. Back in a moment. The NBA on 2K Sports. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sideline. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. Taking a look at Boston, what a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And checking out Charlotte, they're looking to turn it around down at the bottom of the conference now. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Williams is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Martin in at the 3. And for the Celtics, Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot. Stan coming right down to it. Finish line is in sight. The playoffs are within sight. The warmer weather, I think, signals that the playoffs are right around the corner.
Yeah, Kevin, that's exactly right. And neither team here needs any extra motivation in this one. You want as high a seed as possible in the postseason. You want as many of these crucial games to be played in your own building.
Now here is Holiday. Porzingis sets the pick for Holiday. Pass to Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Back to Holiday. From past the arc. Tatum's shot is off. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Miller outside. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Celtics. And with this group, the term record-setting might be an understatement when you look at their accomplishment on the road. Over 35 wins. It just doesn't even compute.
And they've somehow figured out pretty much every team in the NBA and how to beat them. So they are the team to watch as we get into the playoffs.
Now here's Tatum after Jaylen Brown's miss. Second chance shot. Chalk up 2 there.
I mean, what composure from Tatum. Finding his shot on his terms despite the shot clock.
And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates is a big part of it.
White, good.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for them. Guys?
Thanks so much, David.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Williams. Here's Bridges. Good. A nice assist for Williams.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Right side, Porzingis. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Tatum finds Brown. Lays it up off the glass.
And look, Brown is good at capitalizing inside, which is why the defense has to push him further away.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. to making a switch here. Horford's checked in. Trey Mann, he's checked in for the Hornets. There's 1:54 left to play here in the first. Martin with a screen on Holiday. Here's Mann. Outside for Martin. Fires from deep. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
Now, here is Martin after Jaylen Brown's miss.
Clearly a foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting for Charlotte, Cody Martin taking 2 shots.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Nick Richards comes in for Mark Williams. And it's Williams in for Miller. The Celtics have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Brown the pass to Horford. Now White. 55 seconds left here in the opening quarter. No good with the wing jumper.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time. He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
To the paint, here's Horford. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday.
Yeah, Horford has gotten more selective with his shooting, but he's still very efficient inside.
Here's Bridges. Porzingis with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Josh Green's checked in for Miles Bridges. And it's ball in for Cody Martin. Richards finds Green. Here's Mann. White covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Great look there, but off target.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots. Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Hornets ahead. They're up by 4. And we'll return shortly. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Hornets?
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
It's so easy, Coach, to highlight the athleticism, but there's certainly a mental aspect to the game as well. I know you value that as a coach.
You can never, Kevin, overestimate how important intelligence is. I was in the NBA, or have been around the NBA for 30 years, and I have never seen one really good player who wasn't really smart.
On the court for the Hornets. All out there with Trey Mann. Then it's Nick Richards. Then it's Williams. And it's Green in at the small forward position. Horford sets a screen for Tatum. Off target from three-point range. Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Hornets.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, and you know, coaches honestly wouldn't have as much to do if guys shot like that every night.
Yeah, you gotta really do a better job on Tatum once he gets on the way up. Excellent at fighting his way through the defense there and still able to convert.
First team foul.
One shot.
At the line, Jason Tatum. At the line with one shot.
And it's tied up with that one.
Considered one of the best players in the game right now, Tatum is hungry to win titles to add to his growing legacy.
Here's Ball. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. Here's Pritchard. No scoring in this one. To the middle. Outside Tatum. Boston. No good that time either. For the Hornets, they come into this following a loss to the Celtics in Boston.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, tough environment. They were right there, but just missed some key shots.
Yeah, they had their chances and put up a fight, but it's so hard to win close games on the road.
Ball dishes to Green. And Green slams it in.
And Ball is a proven distributor. He's got a real talent for spotting the cracks in the D.
Celtics trail by 5. Tatum deciding where to go with it. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
At the line for the Celtics, Jason Tatum. At the line for 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
And looking at Tatum's game, you know, he really doesn't have a weakness. He can give it to you in a variety of ways.
And the Hornets making a change here. Williams, he's checked in for Nick Richards. Bridges comes in for Grant Williams. Martin's checked in for Green. And Miller's subbed in for Trey Mann. That one is no good.
And he didn't go to the line once in the first half. But now he's figuring out how to draw contact and get himself to the line.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. Call it roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more health, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health is huge. That's the home. Hey, David, thank you. Miller with the ball. Now guarded by Porzingis. Williams kicks to Martin. And he can't bank that one in. Celtics trail by 6. Here's Brown. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
And the Hornets call time here. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
Celtics fans, please put your hands together and welcome to Center Court, Celtics Entertainment. Celtics fans live on the court. Get loud and make your hearing. It's time for some DJing. Make some noise, fans.
Making a switch here. Kate is checked in. The Hornets also with the sub. Mann's checked in. .151 left in the first half of basketball. Porzingis against Bridges. Banked in off the glass. Bridges has got the lead up to 6 now for Charlotte.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
White looking around. Pass to Cada. And with the rebound. Hornets leading by 6. And here is Bridges. There's the drive.
Excels at driving to the basket. Bridges making the D get physical with him when he penetrates.
The Hornets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Miles Bridges, 2 shots.
And that one falls for Bridges.
Yeah, and the confidence Bridges plays with, really admirable. This guy knows he has the talent to compete in the NBA.
No free throw is good from Bridges.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Now here is Holiday. Still scoreless. Pass to Cada. Rebound by Williams. The Hornets on offense. They're on an 11-3 run. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Celtics trail by 8. It's White on the wing. Covered by Miller. Count it. Good. White's got 5 now.
I like that from White. Attack in the heart of that defense.
Bridges deciding where to go with it. And the 3 ball is good. And the Hornets lead by 9. Up in time. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so that brings the first half to a close. Hornets lead by 9. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot drum line. They're thinking about the shot.
And thank you for joining us, as with 2 quarters in the books, it's looking good for the Charlotte Hornets.
As a team, you love a night like this when the game feels simple. Pass, shoot, score, repeat. Pass, shoot, score, repeat. Pass, shoot, score, repeat, and pass, shoot, score, repeat. Nothing else to add to that, guys.
All right, and now that we are in the later stages of the season, here's how the standings are looking in the East.
Taking a look here now at the Hornets, the end is near. Couldn't put things together in time. They've had a couple of good games, but they couldn't sustain the momentum. They're in rebuild territory, which ain't always pretty.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You look at Miles Bridges, he's been playing really well.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Stan, we talk about this every night. So much great young talent coming into the NBA. Is there one player, though, in particular, who right now stands out to you?
But I have to say, Kevin, Victor Wembanyama, I don't know that we have ever seen a guy of that size do the things that he does. Now, you can say, well, what about Nikola Jokic? Well, Nikola Jokic, first of all, is not Victor Wembanyama's size. And then Victor's handle and his length, the guy's incredible. He's going to be the face of the NBA for a long, long time.
The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Brown in at the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's Porzingis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Using smarts instead of just strength. Porzingis uses the fake before attacking.
Boston shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And the first one drops.
Yeah, Kristaps Porzingis, a solid shooter from the line.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And at 7'3", Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Brown with the screen on Bridges. Tatum passes to Brown. And it's good for 2. Brown's got 6 points.
Well, Brown helps out with the screen and then gets rewarded with an opening to attack.
Hornets leading by 8. Charlotte calls timeout.
They come, it's Celtics Entertainment.
a quick look at some of the numbers for Brandon Miller.
And he's struggling with his shot these days, and the analytics bear that out. With the true shooting percentage heading down in these past 10 games. But, guys, it wouldn't surprise me if that was a trend that he could reverse here tonight.
Austin on D. Williams finds Martin. Charlotte moving it around. Outside, Ball. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Ball's got the lead up to 11 now for Charlotte.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Bridges against Tatum. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. Tatum from 3.
Yeah, I love watching Tatum compete like this. Getting his revenge with a 3 of his own.
Miller outside. Here's Martin. Jason Tatum grabs the board.
Well, that one didn't fall, but otherwise they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this half.
Tatum setting the pick for Brown. Inside. Inside. Tatum automatic.
Well, they came out of the locker room with a purpose. 4 for 4 already in the half.
Ball, the pass to Williams. Miller kicks the ball for 3. A rebound by the Celtics. Outside Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Ball. And here's Tatum for 3. Hornets leading by 6. Miller outside. Outside, Ball. Charlotte no good that time either. Celtics have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
Here's Martin, and he banks in the layup. Martin's got 9.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Somebody doesn't have rhythm.
Some changes here for the Celtics. Kate is checked in, and Al Horford subbed in for Jason Tatum. The Hornets also changing it up. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Williams. Grant Williams comes in for Martin. And it's Trey Mann in for Ball. There's a minute 34 left to play in the third. Deciding where to go with it. Horford sets a screen for Brown. No good on the 3. Hornets leading by 8. Here's Bridges. It's tipped. Bridges with the steal. Takes the 3. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Brown's got his 4th rebound in this one. 56 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Tatum. Mann with it. He has yet to score. Connects from 3-point range.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass was coming.
Brown against Bridges. Brown outside. Horford from outside. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Horford's got 5 points so far.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
On the wing, Brown. It's up a three. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And we've reached the end of the third. It's Charlotte. They lead by 5. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. Grant Williams is out there with Green. Then there's LaMelo Ball. Then it's Trey Mann. And it's Richards in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Mann. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Mann's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Hornets. Celtics trail by 7. Outside Tatum. From downtown. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
Well, we've come to expect this from Tatum. Just so good at taking over games all by himself.
And here is Ball. Fires the 3. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Outside Tatum. Here's the 3. And with the rebound. Hornets leading by 7. Pass to Richards. Count that bucket.
Richards, assisted by Trey Mann.
Boston's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Queta, the pass to Tatum. Buries it from three-point range. Tatum's got 20.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks Chelsea.
The Hornets call time.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
Hornets will make substitutions. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to listen in on the huddle and hear what Lamar Skeeter was saying to his team. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. And when that three goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Outside, ball. He's looking for Williams and finds him. It's Miller on the wing. Martin with a screen on White. Miller, no up.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Outside Tatum. Brown sets a screen for Tatum. Misses the three. Hornets leading by 6. Outside Martin. Tatum against Bridges. Martin with a screen on Tatum. Bridges. Charlotte again missing.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Offensive rebound. The kick out to Holiday. Tatum setting the pick for Holiday. No good from outside.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
A floater. Miller, no up. Celtics trail by 6. Tatum on the wing. Defended by Bridges. Porzingis with a screen on Bridges. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Tatum with another miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making.
Out of the rafters, he punched it in!
Are you kidding me?
And what an incredible talent Miller is. What a ferocious finish there.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Outside Tatum. Brown sets a screen for Tatum. Tatum with another miss. Hornets leading by 8. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Ball driving to the basket.
And there's that athleticism. Man, does Ball get up fast for that one.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. .121 left in the game. Porzingis with a screen on Bridges. And here's Tatum for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Tatum's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Oh, boy. Tatum has ways to hurt you from every area on the floor.
The Hornets call time.
Here they come. It's Celtics entertainment. Let them hear it.
1:14 left in the fourth. Miller outside. Martin the pass to Bridges. Bridges sets the screen for Ball. Off on the layup. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Brown with a screen on Ball. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Hey, you need some points? Tatum is your guy.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
.40 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Shots good by Miller. And the Hornets lead by 6.
And more than just a jump shooter, Miller's very good around the rim. A rare quality for a wing these days.
Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. Shoots over Bridges. That one no good. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
LaMelo Ball. 2 shots.
And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Boston. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
The three from Tatum. Got it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Well, it's 7-2. Porzingis has a great view of the floor. It allows him to spot open passes.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And the second of 2 is good. That increases their lead to 6. Here's Boston.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
And then foul, trying to extend that game.
And Tatum launches it from deep. Can't connect from long distance. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul. Shooting for Charlotte. Miller. 2 shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the seconds. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead. There's 10 seconds left to play in the final quarter. A nice shot by Tatum.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And so it's the Hornets who come out on top. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that'll do it, folks. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, LaMelo Ball.